Okay, so hello everyone. Finally, makastart na dito sa tuwang klase. So, again, I'm Eric Sala and I will be your instructor for this course this semester. CCC100 or Fundamentals of Computing. Credits to Ma'am Jerna Jean Eclio for lending me some of her notes for this class. Our course outline, we will start with introducing you the computer, which I assume all of you are already familiar with, right? Nag-IT biya mo, so kabalo na mo daan kung unsa ng computer. And then we will try to look into algorithms, and then from the algorithms develop methodologies and flowcharts. So this will be our course outline. In this class, basically, it's student friendly, no? 20% for the quizzes, assignments, and exercises, and then 30% for projects. And we also have laboratory activities, which is 20%, and major examinations, 30%. Most of the time, I don't have major examinations for the prelim and midterms. I only have one major examinations, or I combine my quizzes and assignments, which will equate to one major examination. So anyway, you don't have to be afraid of your grades, because in my classes, usually pag mag-submit lang kasi ng mga requirements to interact with the posts that I make on our online classroom, then I'm sure dili jud ka mo pagsak. So even though kaila na kaayo mo sa mga tanan sa computer, I will still have to introduce to you a computer system. Okay? A computer is an electronic device, and a device for storing and processing data, and converts data into information. Modern computers are digital, which means it takes two digits to combine to make data. And those digits are ones and zeros. Older computers were analog, and a range of values made data. Now, for computers for individual use, there are computers that are common type of computers. It sits on a desk or floor and performs a variety of tasks. This is your desktop computers. Before, desktop computers look like this. This is actually a Macintosh computer. Of course, computers now look like this. We also have specialized computers which are optimized for science or graphics and more powerful than a desktop. We call them workstations. They usually look like this, especially nga kani mga graphic artists, no? They use computers like this, and they have workstations that look like this. Of course, gamers also. We also have computers that are small, portable, and it's as powerful as a desktop. What do you think is this? Notebook computers, no? Or laptops. And the newest development in portable computers, the input is through pen or fingers, and it looks like this. They are tablet computers. So basically, right now, many computers have become smaller and more powerful and handheld. These one are very small computers, no? So wala na kaini sila ginagamit karon, your handheld computers, your PDAs, because we already have cell phones. So a hybrid of handheld computers stores data like contact details, web surfing, email access, and basically almost anything that a computer do nowadays. So you have your Android phones and your iOS phones. Computers for organizations, there are centralized computers. All other computers connect. So these are called network servers. Provides access to all networks, and multiple servers are called server farms, and often simply a powerful desktop. So this is an example of a server farm wherein You have a lot of computers connected to each other, talking to each other, and then there could be a single terminal connecting it and accessing all of them at the same time. This is another example of a computer that are used by organizations, handle thousands of users and users access to a terminal. So mainframe computers. So it looks like this, and still uh, a lot of large computers connected to each other and accessed by a single terminal. These are called mid-range computers and power between mainframe and desktop. Handle hundreds of users and used in smaller organizations. Users access through a terminal still. So these are called mini computers. So basically, kani sila tanan. Because organizations use them. This is another example of a mini computer. This one, and the smallest of them all, this one. So you may have encountered some of these, and you will encounter them soon enough as you proceed with your IT course. This is the terminal that we use in the IT industry or the IT field. A device at which a user enters data or commands for a computer system and which displays the received output. Okay. The most powerful computers are made, handle large complex calculations, and process trillions of operations per second. These are usually found in research organizations. These are called your supercomputers. To learn more about supercomputers, let's watch a video.
Supercomputers are the Formula One racing cars of computers. Their many powerful processors are able to perform many millions of calculations simultaneously, so they can operate millions of times faster than conventional computers and help us solve highly complex problems. Supercomputers are like telescopes. They can simulate the origins of the universe and allow us to study the life cycle of stars in space. Or they can act as microscopes, enabling us to zoom in on molecular level reactions and explore the tiniest components of biological life. Supercomputers are like time machines. By simulating the weather conditions of the past, they can help us forecast the climates of the future. Supercomputers are the key to solving the world's most pressing problems. PRACE, the Partnership for Advanced Computing in Europe, provides a range of organisations, from academia to industry, with access to Europe's supercomputers via its hosting members. PRACE's training helps scientists and engineers make optimal use of the machines in their quest for new discoveries. From a drug discovery that will improve healthcare to determining the optimal location of a wind farm, supercomputers are expanding the boundaries of scientific exploration. Would you like to know more about the vital role supercomputers play in science? Find out more at www.prace-ri.eu.
In 2020, the fastest supercomputer is found in Japan. It's called the Fujitsu Fugaku. Last year, it was in US, which was the Dell Frontera, and the year before that was the IBM Summit and IBM NVIDIA Mellanox Sierra. Computers in society has more impact than any other invention. It has changed work and leisure activities. It's used by all demographic groups, meaning ginagamit siya na bisag kinsa lang. No? Computers are important because it provides information to users. Information is critical to our society, and managing information is difficult. Now, information is critical to our society because right now, information is even more precious than gold. Computers at home, many homes have multiple computers, and most homes have internet. Computers are used for business, entertainment, communication, and education. In education, computer literacy is required at all levels. No? Computers are used for simulation, gamification, computer aided instruction, and computer aided learning. For small businesses, it makes businesses more profitable and allows owners to manage their businesses. In the industry, computers are used to design products and assembly lines are automated, meaning they removed people sa mga assembly lines and replace it with computers like this one. Supposedly, in assembly, daghan kayo na siya tao di ara sa sulod. But right now, there's only just a single person controlling those things inside the assembly lines. In government, it's necessary to track data for population. It's also used by police officers and tax calculation and collection. The governments were the first to use the computers. So this is an example of a computer used by a police officer inside his vehicle. In healthcare, computers revolutionize the industry. New treatments are now possible, and schedule of patients has improved, and delivery of medicine is much more safer. And of course, the one thing that the computers have contributed to healthcare is that kanang imaging, no? Doctors and anyone who works in the medicine field are able to see, quote unquote, see or visualize anything that can help them with their decision in trying to give or the delivery of the medicine. So this is an example of a computer used for imaging. So that's it. Thank you very much. And if you have questions, you can comment on this post. And yes, see you next discussion. By the way, I just found out I sound boring in these videos. Pero promise, dili ko ito nagka-boring in real life. See you in our next class.